Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. Thank you for stopping by watching a previous video. This time we're going to share the list of fancy anime in fall 2021. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe this channel, hit the like button, and ring the notification bell for my videos. Fancy refers to something related to delusion or something that's not really in our minds. It also refers to something about imagination. As a part of fiction, fancy will contain various magic and other supernatural things. It considers as a main point of producing films or anime for this long. Here's a feed of fancy anime in fall 2021 you can watch in your leisure time. Happy watching! Number 10 is Built to Fight Code Black. In the first list, we've Built to Fight Code Black, which will air in fall 2021. The television anime series is an upcoming mixed media project created by Aniplex, Yohado, London Films, Homura Kawamoto, and Hikaru Muno. It will consist of a collectible card game which have visuals. In New Kyoto, a city governed by the king, one's worth is determined by his or her strength in the Built-to-Fight trading card game. By participating in the TCG battle known as Rebuild, they can challenge King with some keys that must be completed. Number 9 is Yukiyana is a Hero the Great manga chapter. Yukiyana is a Hero the Great manga chapter is a comedy slice of life anime which was directed by Seiichi Kishi as part of a media project called Takahiro 4 Project. Before this television anime series was released, a PlayStation video game was released on February 2015 and a visual novel for Windows. The story will be set in Japan, precisely in Shikoku Island, in the fictional city of Sanshu, in the 300th year of the era of the gods. Some girls who join the Sanshu Middle School Hero Club dedicate themselves to help those who need helps. Number 8 is Shinkannami Shiranai Uchi ni Kachikami Jinsei. Aired in fall 2021, this television anime series is adapted from a Japanese fantasy light novel series written by Miku and illustrated by U35. The story begins with Seiichi Hiragi, an ugly, revolting, dirty, and smelly fatty as the insults hurled at him. One day, his life changes as a foe is set over and transported to another world. The story will follow Seiichi's adventure that changes his life, which is being insulted for this long when he was transported to another world and his first encounter with a very surprising figure. Number 7 is Haikyuu Paladin. Carrying a fancy adventure as a main genre, this new anime, which will air in fall 2021, is adapted from a Japanese light novel series written by Kanata Yanagino and illustrated by Kususaiga Rin. Set in a city of the dead, long since ruined and far from human civilization, William G. Merryblood is a man who lives and bereft by 3 undeads. He starts his journey to look for his identity while revealing the secret of this island, which has been inhabited by humans. Number 6 is Yashuhe Princess Half Demon the Second Act. Carrying a comedy fantasy as the main genre, Yashuhe Princess Half Demon the Second Act is the second season of Yashuhe Princess Half Demon that once aired in fall 2020. Like the first season, for the second season, it will be produced by Sunrise. The anime is generally a sequel of Inuyasha based on an original manga series written and illustrated by Rumiko Takahashi. It will tell the story of Towa Higurashi and Satsuna, a twin daughter of Sessho, Maru, and Rin. Then, there is a daughter of Inuyasha and Kagami. The story will follow the adventure and defeating demons. Number 5 is Shinna Nakama Jannai to Yuusha no Party wo Oida Sarata no De Haikyuu the Slow Life Surukatanishima Shita. Having a really long title, this anime is one of new anime in fall 2021. It's adapted from a Japanese light novel series written by Zappone and illustrated by Yazumo. Carrying a fancy slice of life as the main genre, it will tell the story of a hero who is retired in his young age and opens a pharmacy. Red was once a member of the hero's party, a powerful group destined to save the world from the evil forces of Taraxin, the raging demon lord. That is, until one of his comrades kicked him out, and he runs his normal life with a past covered as a hero and someone he knew in the past begins to appear in his life. Number 4 is Tugged of Destiny. Aired in fall 2012, Tugged of Destiny is an upcoming mixed media project about classical music produced by Bandai Namco Arts and Dana, with a mobile game developed by game studio titled Tugged of Unmei wa Akaki Zenritsu no Machio, which will be released in 2021. The anime series is produced by Mappa House. The story will be set in a world struck by a black meteorite and it changes the whole world. When a weird monster called Data appear, they also ban all music in the whole world. Number 3 is Sekai Seiko no Ansatsusha Isekai Kuseku ni Tensei Suru. Now we have an action fantasy anime which is adapted from a Japanese light novel series written by Ryoubo-Kun and illustrated by Raya. The story is about an old man who had lived his life as the world's greatest assassin. He was retired due to his advanced age. All begins when he was murdered and dead. He was reincarnated to another world and took a new identity as Liu Tuade, who swore to live a normal life as a human, not as a tool. Number 2 is Restaurant to Another World 2. Like the title, it's the second season of Restaurant to Another World, which was aired in summer 2017. This franchise is adapted from a Japanese light novel series written by Junpei Inuzuka, with illustrations by Katsumi Inami. The story will still continue the story of a restaurant that's magically connected to another world, which has unique otherworldly customers, ranging from elves, wizards, and animal humans. Number 1 is Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation, second season. Lastly, we have a fancy drama anime which is the second part of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. It's adapted from a Japanese light novel series by Refugee Meganota. Even though the season 2 was once delayed, the second season is produced by the same studio and staff. The story will follow the journey of Rudius Grey Rot. He was once a jobless, depressed man who reincarnated to the fancy world while keeping his memory to determine to live his new life without regret. Well, that's all the list of fancy anime in fall 2021. Do you have any favorite ones on the list? If you do, let us know in the comment section below. Be sure to hit the like button and share this video as much as you can to friends if you really enjoyed this. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time.